Hello students, here we are going to learn about combined SONET WDM network design. Wavelength division multiplexing has enjoyed quick and very successful commercial acceptance due to his simplicity and low cost in comparison to alternative of TDM solutions. So the optical networking based on the wavelength routing is believed to take a similar path from laboratories and the test bed into a commercial deployment in the near future. So the success for this step considerations based on the some of the cases where optical networking provide a substantial cost saving or point-to-point WDM links interconnected by TDM equipments. So the key feature to that particular answer, that amount of optical pass through that is possible into the given network. So such pass through provide means for the potentially large savings since it reduces the number of TDM line terminals required for that network. So if this pass through is provided via an optical OADM, means optical add drop multiplexer, so its cost is very low in comparison to the TDM equipment it replaces. So certain times so many other features that also be there. So the amount of optical pass through that particular traffic pattern itself, but also how it is to be groomed. In other words, the traffic can be grouped into light path so that the traffic stream avoid being dropped at the intermediate node. So this means that the large fraction of traffic stream groomed through a light path should be terminate where the light path also be in the part of this network. So to optimize the cost of network, it does not sufficient or suffice to determine the light path needed for a given traffic pattern. So one also need to take into account the higher layer that will use this light path and its particular topological needs. So this is especially relevant for the higher layer for being a SONET, which is most likely option at least for the short term. So due to that the straight protections requirement in the SONET based topology is a ring or a protected based on P2P point-to-point system, which is equivalent to the ring. So furthermore, SONET ring are divided into the two main characteristics. One is BLSR. BLSR, bidirectional line switching ring, and UPSR, unidirectional path switching rings. So this architecture impose additional constraint on how the light path are used. SONET ring can also be interconnected and traffic routed from one ring to another. So it is beyond the scope for the optical network design. Take into account can improve the grooming and the overall cost for the particular network. And also they provided the pair of some devices to connect with the different network design. So this is the diagram, the particular the SONET ADM network. So in this case, high speed line of this ADM are the particular ADM line is to provided 2.5 Gbps and are dedicated in the board lines defined that. So this line are feed into the light path are multiplexed together, particularly using via WDM. So that port or the interface are of the lower speed like 155 Mbps. The number of port interface correspond to the amount of traffic, so that can be add and drop in the particular ADM. So consider here the four cases A, B, C and D. So first of all, regarding case A, So connecting the ADM to the lower speed equipment such as the SONET multiplexer or IP router or case of ATM switch. So they define in the case with A. So next is a case B. So connecting to the tributary interface to the particularly all the interface connected with each other using interconnections. So the case C, the cross connect the interface via OXCS or means DXC. It is known as also DXC, digital cross connect, as a consider for that. And the last one B, passing a traffic stream to the ADM without dropping it, or in the case of without any kind of drop parameter available over here. So the physical topology comprising of its interconnected via WDM, interconnected via WDM link. So traffic pattern between the sites, traffic of the number of low speed traffic stream between the particular traffic. So they can be considered as that. So for that, we have considered some of the goal to minimize the overall cost of the solutions. So consider as a, I'm explaining two or three solutions. So first, optical node, including the transporter, including the amplifier, optical amplifier or optical switches also. Second is a SONET ADM cost, including the line interface or port interface. And third is a digital cross connect cost.